Are you looking for the money to do your deals? If you got a few minutes to stick with me, I'll give you information I think that'll help you find the money. Everybody wants to find the money. I'll give you 6 points that I have, ideas that I have that'll get you the money you want to do your deals. Hey, I'm Gary DeBose with the Deal Funders, also with More About Real Estate, and I want to help you get your information you need to do the deals to make it happen. Everybody wants the money. Everybody's trying to figure out, how do I get the money? Let me give you some ideas I think that'll really help bring the money for your deal. First, you got to have a deal. Number one thing is you have to have a real deal. You have to find something everybody else can't find. When I was a kid in Arkansas, down in Carlisle, Arkansas, my Uncle Bill used to say, hey, you go find me a 4-leaf clover and I'll give you $5. Now, I didn't know he was figuring out a way to babysit me for hours. I'd go out in the grass and I would peel through one side after another side and all the clover I could until I was trying to find that 4-leaf clover. Because, hey, man, late 60s, early 70s, now I'm dating myself, that $5 was a big deal. I'm gonna do my best to give you the same idea when it comes to real estate. You're gonna have to get out there and search for that thing no one else can find. Listen, there are deals to be had in real estate or in other items too every single day, and these are ways to help you get that money is have a deal. Have a real deal. Years ago, I had a guy that I was working with, and he had a building he had bought for about $194,000. He had paid down a little bit, and I think he owed maybe I want to say he owed 170, 180. I think it was 180. And listen, this is 35 years ago, so it's a little hard to remember. And he went in and got this building and was paying for it on a note. Now, the guy that sold the building was holding the note. And I knew that now the guy that bought the building could be loanable. So he went to get the money from the bank. He could get it. And I told the guy that owned the building, we happened to be friends, we're at dinner, and I said, listen, how would you do if you got 120 right now, tomorrow? Because I knew he was trying to buy, he ran an auction company, and he was trying to buy like this huge deal, and he needed about $115,000. I said, what if I could get you 120 for your building in 30 days and you could do that deal? He goes, oh man, if I could do that, I would take it. Then I went to the guy that had the building and said, look, if you go get a loan right now for $155, I think you could do this right away. He would take $155 and knock down your $170, $180, whatever it was. The guy's like, that's awesome. So he went to the bank. Sure enough, he got $155 easy. I came to the table with the two, did a close, and at the closing, about $4,000 was closing costs, and I made about $31,000 for 25, 30 minutes of talking at two different times. I'm going to tell you something. You find the deal. People want the deals. That's the first one. You must have a deal. Number two, talk about your deal everywhere. Just take the time to talk about your deal everywhere you can. By the way, I'm not cutting this video. I'm just giving you the stuff off the top of my head. And I think sometimes when you cut a video, people don't seem to come across to know what they're talking about, or they take time to figure out what they want to say. I just want to give you the truth to try to help you find the money for your deal. So hang on. It's not the best. It's not going to be all cut and perfect. I'm going to make mistakes in what I say, but hang with me and I'll give you some more information. Talk about your deal everywhere. My wife and I were in Quincy, Illinois, and we're eating breakfast. We were there to speak. We were teaching a class on real estate. I think it was on mobile homes or maybe mobile home parks. And we're teaching this class and going through, and we're talking about two of the deals we have. One was in St. Charles, Missouri, and one was down in Cape Coral, Florida. And we're talking about these two deals, and they're both really good deals. I mean, super deals. While we're talking about it, there's only a couple people in the room, but one family gets up and leave. This lady gets up, she's maybe in her 50s or 60s, and she walks over by our table with a card. First thing I'm thinking is, she's heard us talk about real estate, and she's come over and say, hey, I'm a realtor, and if you need somebody in the area. That's not what it was. She said, here's my card, this is my information. My father passed away not too long ago. I don't know what to do with the money he left me, and I would like to see if I could invest in one of those two deals you guys are talking about. I'd be very interested. Here's my number. And on the back of the card, I kept the card for years. On the back of the card, she said she had wrote $250,000. Listen, if you find the deal and you talk about the deal will come to you. It will come to you. Don't be afraid to speak about it. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Get out there and put it out in the open. Talk with your friends about your deal, because somebody is looking for the ability to go the next level in their money, and you need them to go the next level in what you want to do to get money for the deal. Number three, Don't be afraid of money. Listen, don't be afraid of money. Too many people are scared of money. Don't be scared of money. Money is just a means to get to the things that you'd like to have. Money's not the end-all be-all, but it certainly buys the kind of misery I like, I can tell you that. Don't be afraid to talk to people with money. Don't be intimidated. I have a good friend named Benji Travis, and years ago he started working with wanted to try to raise some money for a charity, and he got a little nervous about talking to people with money. Now, he was younger then, and he wasn't as popular as he is now, and he had to try to raise money constantly for the deal that he wanted to do, so that he could supply for his charity. And he learned over a period of time, don't be intimidated by people with money. Just walk right up and say what you want to say, and have your questions ready and do it. That is not being intimidated by money. Don't let people with money. My dad used to say, son, I don't care if you got a lot of money or if you got no money. Everybody's equal. Everybody's the same. Nobody's better than anybody else. Every man puts his pants on the exact same way. Listen, you've got a deal. You've got something nobody else has. Don't be afraid to share it. Listen, if you went out today and you went to one of those places where you can dig for diamonds, you dug and you found this awesome diamond, and it's going to be worth a lot of money, you will find somebody to buy your diamond. Trust me, you will find somebody that wants to get what you have, that they know you can do this deal. You can make this happen. And if you want to show it off or talk about it or tell others about it, it won't take long. Somebody's going to bring the money to buy that diamond. You may not need a diamond. A diamond might not do you any good sitting on a shelf or on a ring. It doesn't do much for you because it doesn't supply the money that you need to do what you want to do. But listen, that diamond will supply those things when you sell it. People will come to the deal, but they don't know you have a deal. They don't know how to help you. So don't be afraid to talk about your diamond, your deal, that you must have a deal. It's important. Talk about that deal whenever you get a chance out loud, at a restaurant, on the airplane, everywhere you go. I ride in first class a lot. When I ride in first class, I'll talk about a deal because there's always people in the first class that have money. Don't be afraid of money. Don't be intimidated by them. Number 4, and one of the greatest things I think is just super awesome that a friend of mine said, his name was Kwame Granderson, and I love this statement. I stole this statement from him because I think it's awesome. You walk around your retirement every day. Listen to me. Every day there's somebody that passes you, close to you, somebody you work with, somebody you know, family, friend, someone that can help you go to the next level with your deal. You walk around your retirement every day. Don't be afraid to share your deal with all those that are around you. Share it with your father, share it with your aunt, share it with your cousins, share it with your co-workers, share it with your boss, but don't be afraid to let people know about your deal, because you walk around your retirement, you don't know what people have. I had a friend one time, he's like, Gary, I want to do a deal with you. I'm like, okay. And he's like, oh, Gary, I want to do a deal with you. And I put him off. We became really good friends, and I didn't want money to be involved in our relationship. And finally, he just pressured me. I said, fine, let's do a deal. And I'm thinking he's going to tell me, hey, I got $10,000, saved up. I said, okay, what do you got? He goes, I got about $750,000. I'm like, holy cow, where have you been my whole life? Just laughing. But the truth was, he wanted in the deal because he saw the deal. The money walks around you every day. You just may not know it. I go to this little gas station every day almost. It's called Parker's, Inside Parker's. There's a bunch of guys early in the morning, old guys that sit. They got all kinds of money. And if you sit there and talk to them, there's money around you everywhere you go. Don't be afraid to find the money. It's there. Number 5. Show your deal to the people with the most money. This is very simple. Listen to me. I did this at first when I first started. It works. Find the 5 or 6 wealthiest people you know. I'm talking about people that are your friends, and they got some money or a little bit of money, and they know about money, or it's your dentist, or it's your doctor, but somebody you're friends with, somebody at church that you're friends with that have a little bit of money, and say, look, I found a great deal, an unbelievable deal, and I don't know. I'm nervous as all get out to present my deal. I don't know what to do, and I want to present my deal. Could you come to my house on Thursday night? Take about an hour with me. We'll have dinner, and then for about 1 hour, maybe 45 minutes, let me show my deal to you, and you tell me how I can present it better. I'm going to present it like you're the person doing the deal, but I just want you to critique me. I want you to tell me how I'm doing. I know you're a friend. I know you'll tell me the truth. I want to be able to raise some money, but I need help. I need some practice. And because I know you know a little bit about money, maybe you could help me be better at what I need to do. Those people come over. If they hear about the deal, let me tell you something. Either they will be interested in the deal, or they'll know somebody who has the money. That's a huge thing. Finding somebody who has the money and has the ability to do the deal. Maybe you've ever heard of that 6 steps of separation. Well, there you go. That's it. So put a presentation together, and I have a whole nother video on that. I probably ought to do it again so you guys can see it. But put together a presentation showing exactly what your deal does, how it works, how much money it's going to make, and then what you're going to split with the person that puts up the money. So let's say you find something and say, I can buy it for $70,000, I'm going to fix it for $30,000. They don't need to know you're going to change the toilets and you're going to put up shower curtains and you're going to put new flooring in here. They don't need to know that. They just need to know how much it costs to fix it. How do you know that you got the right prices to fix it all up? How do you know the value of the house? You're saying the house is going to be valued at $150,000. This is going to be great. That's awesome. Then explain all that, and they're going to say, and then say, after we pay all the fees and everything's done, we split it 50-50, or we split it 75-25, or whatever you decide to do, but show them the money. If they don't do it, they will certainly find somebody who can, or tell somebody, hey, my friend's got this unbelievable deal. Share the deal. Last of all, number 6, and I'm done. Believe in yourself. Hey, listen, if you find a great deal, sell yourself on it. If you can't sell yourself on it, you'll never be able to show it to someone else. You've got to believe in you. My son called me the other day. I'm very confident in electrical work. I've been doing electrical work since I was 14 years old. I understand how it works. You can call me. I can in my mind see a box. You can tell me what wires are coming in the box, and I can answer those things about those wires. Why? I don't know. Been doing it since forever. So my son called me and says, Dad, I got a circuit in my house. This circuit keeps tripping because it's on a GFCI. I'm like, well, why are all those other items on the GFCI? What plug needs to be on a GFCI? He said, well, it's the one right by the sink. But all these other ones, an older place, wired differently. And I said, all you got to do is twist all the blacks together, all the whites together, put the GFCI in there on the sink, and let the rest of it run on its own, and it won't be tripped by the GFCI anymore. GFCIs are weaker. They can't stand as much load. They pop really easy. Fix the problem. Why? I am very confident in the problem. You need to be confident in you. Be confident in your deal. You say, I'm scared, I'm nervous. I understand that, and that's normal. What you've got to do is, if you don't believe in you, nobody else is going to believe in you. Believe you can make it happen. Believe you can do the deal. Find that diamond in the rough. Here they are. Let's go over them. Number 1, you got to have a deal. You're not going to buy off anybody. You ever seen that show Shark Tank? Somebody comes in and says, yeah. He says, well, you've got a theory, but you don't have a proven deal. You got to have a proven deal to make it happen. Number 2, talk about your deal openly. Don't be afraid to share it and say it loud enough other people can hear. Number 3, don't be afraid of money. Don't be intimidated by others that have money. They put their pants on, or they dress just like you do as a person. Number 4, you walk around your retirement every day. Find that person. Number 5, get those people together and show them your deal so that they will either want to do it themselves, not necessarily the goal, but they will know the people that can do the deal and bring you the money. Number 5, when you get those people together and you show it to them, brings up number 6, be confident. Confident in yourself. Hey, believe in you. I believe in you. Get out there and do it. This is Gary with the Deal Funders and more about real estate. Subscribe below. We'd love to have you be a part of us.